Russian armed forces continue their advance in the Seversky direction. The advance in the Seversky direction has reached 1.5 kilometers, according to news reports. In this video, it appears that the Russian armored infantry vehicle is moving forward with a few motorcycle soldiers behind it. The soldiers then get out of the armored vehicle and take cover. According to the intelligence received, there is a group of soldiers inside the building. Russian soldiers surround the building and start firing at close range. At the same time, they throw grenades. Russian troops are trying to move fast to ensure security in the area. A Russian soldier opens fire towards the basement. The M100B howitzer destroyed the temporary deployment point of the armed forces of Ukraine on the right bank of the Dnieper River in the Kherson region. It was reported by the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation. The M100B has a caliber of 152 millimeters. While the range of its standard ammunition is 24 to 28 kilometers, it can reach up to 40 kilometers with rocket-assisted ammunition. It has a rate of fire of 6 to 7 rounds per minute. Its crew is between 6 to 8 people. It is transported by truck or special towing vehicles. There is also a self-propelled version called 2S-19 MSTAS. Weather conditions in the southern Donetsk direction are very bad. Despite the difficult weather conditions, the drone operators of the 14th Guards Brigade of the Special Forces of the Vostok Group destroyed the Kozak armored combat vehicle as a result of successive drone strikes. The Kozak armored combat vehicle is a military vehicle of the MRAP class. It is manufactured by the Ukrainian defense company Praktika. It provides high protection against mines and small arms fire. The FPV drone operators of the 14th Guards Brigade of the Special Forces of the Vostok Group moved quickly towards the pickup truck they had spotted. They encountered 4 soldiers. This is what happened. The Russian infantry is dropping bags of explosives on the detected bunkers. This bunker, which had already been hit by FPV drones, was blown up as a result of the bomb dropped by the infantry. FPV drone operators reported the coordinates of a detected bunker to a Russian soldier, who proceeded to the entrance of the bunker with slow, silent steps. He threw a backpack full of explosives inside and quickly walked away. Two Russian soldiers throwing grenades one after the other into a small bunker. According to my estimates, there is no one in the bunker, but in order to take precautions and ensure security, they are destroying possible traps by throwing explosives one after the other. At close range, a Russian soldier throws a backpack full of anti-tank weapons into a shelter camouflaged with boards and walks away. A trench-digging vehicle used by the Ukrainian armed forces was attacked by Russian troops. The crew quickly ran away from the scene. The source of the attack is not specified in the details of the news, but I think it was a drone attack, or a tank attack. Don't forget to express your opinion. The incident took place in the direction of Chasiv Yar. There was a FPV drone attack on an excavator that crossed the river and formed an embankment in the South Donetsk direction. Fighters of the 34th Separate Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade in the Kursk region are directly hitting positions buried in the ground. These bunkers, which are used as temporary deployments or temporary shelters, become very visible when it snows. This makes them very easy to detect and hit. Although FPV drones cannot cause destructive damage to such bunkers under the ground, we can say that they still cause damage. For example, communication devices may be damaged as a result of the explosion of the FPV drone's ammunition. There is no mention of what the target was in the details of the news, but when I look at the video a little closer, I guess it was a self-propelled howitzer. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. One by one, FPV drone attacks are launched on the vehicles that are trying to be camouflaged among the trees, but there is no crew in sight. This makes me wonder if the vehicles have been abandoned. But I don't think so. Don't forget to write your thoughts in the comments. During the fighting in the village of Covo, soldiers of the 381st Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 381st Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Army of the Russian Armed Forces blew up a pickup truck and warehouse. A group of troops was then spotted inside a ruined factory. The drone launch site seems to have been used there. As a result of the artillery fire, the positions of electronic warfare systems were also hit. In the same area, a drone control center was detected inside a house and artillery destroyed it. The tension in the Kursk region continues to intensify. Russian reconnaissance drone operators spotted a warehouse where the Ukrainian armed forces temporarily parked their armored vehicles. Immediately, attack drones were launched, and the vehicles in the warehouse were destroyed. The parked tracked armored personnel carrier was scrapped as a result of 2 drone attacks. A camouflaged tank in a forested area was destroyed by 2 FPV drone attacks. An armored vehicle parked and camouflaged inside a slightly damaged house was detected. The door was broken in the first attack. In the second attack, the armored vehicle was slightly damaged. After the third and fourth attack, the armored vehicle was destroyed. The Ukrainian armed forces shot the observers of the IAEA convoy from the Zaporizhia NPP. Today, 4 inspectors were supposed to arrive at Zaporizhia NPP for the next rotation. As the convoy moved towards the meeting place, the Ukrainian armed forces broke their silence. Mortars were fired at the convoy, but the commission continued to move and was then repeatedly shelled with mortars. As the convoy moved towards checkpoint number 2, it was attacked by FPV drones. In total, there were 3 mortar, 5 artillery, and 4 FPV attacks during the rotation. The observers then decided to cancel the rotation. It was hit 12 times in total. The Russian Defense Ministry said that the goal was to disrupt the rotation of specialists at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, and it was solely Kiev's fault. The rotation of security guards was previously disrupted on February 5th. The BM-21 Grad MLRS crew struck the area on the right bank of the Dnieper River in Kherson, where equipment and UAV control points were concentrated. At the same time, there was a large amount of military equipment, ammunition, supplies, and vehicles. An interesting aspect of the BM-21 Grad is that the rockets can reach a certain distance before exploding, effectively creating a false target. In other words, these rockets can mislead enemy forces by emitting intense sound and light around them before they explode. This feature makes it difficult for the enemy to predict exactly where the rocket will explode and is also effective in terms of psychological warfare. The BM-21's rapid-fire capability allows it to launch a large number of rockets in a short period of time, giving it the advantage of overwhelming the enemy by intensively bombarding a large area. The village of Yasennooa in Donetsk Oblast has been liberated, the Russian Defense Ministry reports. Soldiers of the assault and tank units of the Central Troop Group destroyed camouflaged machine gun positions, fortified positions, and various military equipment in the village of Yasennooa. The tank unit opened fire on the points detected by reconnaissance drone operators, hitting the targets with pinpoint accuracy. An AGS automatic grenade launcher detected in the Pokrovsky area was destroyed. Reconnaissance drone shot down from the air. The robot heavy machine gun could not hide from the FPV drone. Artillery gun was detected and shot down despite camouflage. A tank traveling alone in the Pokrovsky area could not escape a Russian drone attack. As a result of the first attack, the crew abandoned the tank. In the second attack, the tank was destroyed. A parked SUV vehicle was destroyed by a drone attack. Another parked pickup truck was attacked by a drone. It was destroyed by a powerful explosion. Another pickup truck on the move was hit from behind by a drone when it was not expecting it. A UAV control point detected in the direction of Seversk was destroyed by the soldiers of the 2nd Guards Artillery Brigade of the Southern Group after intense artillery shelling. As a result of the cooperation of the artillery and drone operators, the targets were hit as intended. Archival footage of Lancet barrage munitions destroying and engaging targets. Among the targets, RM-70 MLRS, BMP-1, M2A2, Bradley, MTLB, T-72, SAU Lancet, developed by Russia's ZALA Aero Group, is a Kamikaze drone loitering munition-class unmanned aerial vehicle. Lancet started to be actively used in Russia's special military operations in Ukraine in 2022. In this process, various targets such as Western-made air defense systems such as S-300 and Buk M1, T-64 tanks, M777 and Caesar howitzers were successfully destroyed. In the border area of the Kursk region, a tank of the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed by the Lancet crew. The Lancet drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, developed by Russia and used mainly in the Ukraine-Russia war. This drone is primarily used for reconnaissance and attack purposes. Another AFU T-64 BV tank on the account of the operators of Rosgvardia's FPV drones in the Kursk region. It was destroyed in the vicinity of the village of Yuzhny, not far from the previous village. The reconnaissance drones returned to the checkpoint after finishing their work. The Russian Defense Ministry announced that the points of deployment and accumulation of armored vehicles of the armed forces of Ukraine were hit. This vehicle is the multi-barrel rocket launcher system used by Russia. The model of this vehicle is the BM-30 Smerch. It is an advanced system capable of launching 300mm rockets and attacking long-range targets. The Russian Defense Ministry said that the crew of the Buk M1-2 SAM system shot down a Ukrainian drone manufactured by Germany's Vector. The Buk M1-2 is a medium-range surface-to-air missile SAM system developed to counter aircraft, helicopters, cruise missiles, and ballistic threats. Near the town of Pokrovsk, Russian reconnaissance drone operators detected a self-propelled gun, Crab. The coordinates were then reported to Lancet drone operators. After finishing its mission, the Lancet drone hit the parked self-propelled gun hard, and with a single hit, the million-dollar weapon was destroyed. Drones costing thousands of dollars can destroy millions of dollars worth of weapons with a single hit. The economic impact of the war is becoming staggering. What do you think?